What's up, guys? It's your homeboy, Cowboy Crunk, coming to you from the Mag Nasty. It's your War Daddy from Magnolia, Texas, just north of Houston, coming to you with my breakdown for tomorrow's game. We have a very, very special guest with us today, and will be present during a lot of the shows. Might even be traveling with me to Bahrain. We'll see. I gotta fight for that one, I think. But this is none other than Ella, Rayne, Dakota, Prescott, Carson, Crunk. The Crunk is a nickname, so it's Bella Crunk. She's going to be with us here for the shows at least till I leave for Bahrain, and possibly on the trip with me. We'll see. I'm going by myself. But anyways, we have a really special breakdown today of the Dallas Cowboys game. You guys know I'm going to state some of the things that are obvious. This is probably going to be one of our most difficult games. And she is rocking the throwback Dez Bryant jersey there. You guys can see that, rocking the Dez Bryant jersey. I'm gonna set her here on the pedestal. She won't say much. She's pretty quiet, new to the family today. So I am proud to have her, and she is a diehard Cowboy fan. I made sure even the owners of the dog were Cowboy fans prior to me picking the dog up. But some of the things I wanted to share on the game tomorrow, guys, we have our advantages and where we have our weaknesses against the Saints. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, we had some, I think, visual effects there issues. But anyways, Cowgirl Crunk fixed that. I wanted to go over the strengths of the Cowboys against what we're going to be facing tomorrow, and the weaknesses. And seriously, the way I look it over, it looks like I give us strengths almost in every area. The running back matchup, I think, is relatively a toss-up. I do think we have one advantage: our linebackers and our ability to stop the run, which we have not shown this year. That's the only thing that scares me. The hot boys have not been the hot boys. Even the linebacker crew has not put up the numbers that some of the other linebacker crews have, and that's kind of been something we haven't expected. We expected these guys to take off this year, and I really, really think I see that coming in this game. I think we're going to go to a lot of three linebacker sets, and the reason I think that, I got my notes here, guys. I see a lot of three linebacker sets coming, and the reason is I think we don't mind giving them the short yardage. You know, if we don't stop them up front, if the hot boys don't stop them, if they get into the linebacker crew, what we don't want is we don't want Alvin Kamara breaking for these 15, 20, 25, or 40-yard runs. That's what we don't want. If we can stop him 2 to 3, 3, 4, 5 yards every carry, that will shut him down. Where Alvin Kamara excels is he's excelling at these 10, 15, 20 plus yard runs. So that's where you're going to need your quicker linebackers in, left to right. Alvin Kamara doesn't really necessarily gain those yards up the middle. So if we can get the linebackers tracking him sideline to sideline, we should be able to shut that down. The key to our defense is, I will tell you right now, Byron Jones will put his name on the map. Byron Jones' name will hit the map, and you will see it all week. Next week, you will see Byron Jones' name all week. Let me say it again. Byron Jones is in a situation, it is well known. I can guarantee you it's well known to Byron Jones and Chris Richard. Michael Thomas needs 4 catches against the Cowboys to become the quickest player to ever in the history of the NFL since the Super Bowl to catch 350 passes. If he catches 4 passes, that will put him as the quickest to do that in the Super Bowl era. I think we can stop that from happening. I think that's one of the points of the game. If Chidobe Awuzie can have a good game, he does need to step up from last week. Did not play so well, most players that come out of a bad game, they usually have a pretty good incentive to have a good game the next week. So I expect that. Byron Jones was good last week. If we can shut Michael Thomas down, you will hear Byron Jones' name all week next week possibly even Defensive Player of the Week. That would be outstanding if Byron Jones could shut Michael Thomas down. I know there is fire in his heart to do that. I know he's aware of the record, and it's something that the Cowboys defense is going to be pushing to stop. They're going to try and shut these guys down. And truthfully, the secondary has been the highlight of our defense so far. It has not been the hot boys or the linebackers. So we'll see where that goes. That's what I wanted to get out as far as the offense goes. I think we have the advantage overall with the offense, basically because of our new system that is definitely putting numbers up. At this currently, we have the longest streak for touchdowns and 400 yards complete in total offense. I think we have a 4-game streak of that since week 17 of last week, and we're leading the NFL with that. We're the only team that's doing it right now. So our offense is looking great, guys. As far as everything else on the coaching staff, you guys know, I'm sure they have the advantage with Sean Payton, but Garrett has stepped up. It seems like he's managing this well. You know, he doesn't have to run the offense, run the defense, but as long as he's getting and allowing these guys, as long as he's allowing Kellen Moore to do what he needs to with the offense, as long as he's allowing Marinelli and Chris Richard to run their areas of the offense, and he's not micromanaging these guys, they know what to do. The best way for Jason Garrett to make himself look like a genius is let those guys do their job. Let Marinelli do his job. Let Chris Richard do his job. Let Kellen Moore do his job. Let Colombo do his job. And I hope we do have some issues on the defensive line. I think if we go leaner on the defensive line and run more linebacker sets this week, I think we do much better anyways. So the fact that Crawford is out, Antoine Woods is out, the fact that those guys are out, it looks like most definitely Xavier Woods is going to be back, which does help us. If we don't need him so much, we can stay with the packages we had last week. But I know they do, want to keep him off the field as much as possible and keep, re-injuring or bringing that injury back to light. So that's where I stand on it, guys. I do see the Cowboys winning. I do see them going into, I think the only advantage they have is Sean Payton and the home field. Other than that, I think, the running back game, like I said, I think is a toss-up. But I think we have the defense to stop that run game better than the Saints do. I think we have the offensive line much better than theirs. And if the hot boys can get rolling, if they can get fired up, if Dan Quinn can get DeMarcus Lawrence free. DeMarcus Lawrence has not lived up to contract expectations so far, but it is early. So let's get this guy going. DeMarcus Lawrence is coming off that injury. He has not had the practice and has not had the strength. That's a big thing. Coming off an injury like that, you've got to regain your strength. So he probably doesn't have that strength back yet in the shoulder. I'm just assuming, but I would guess that that's probably what's causing this. He's probably, he'll get that strength back as long as he doesn't re-injure it, or tamper with the shoulder with any minor injuries or stretch it out or put that shoulder in a situation where he shouldn't be. It shouldn't be exercised. So here we are, guys. I'm gonna move forward. Cowboy Crunk and Bella, Rayne, Dakota, Prescott, Carson out of here from McNasty. Big game. I predict the score. I'm going to say, I'm going to stick with what I've stuck with the last 3 games. It's worked for me. 31-17. I predicted that the other 3 games. It worked. I say 31-17 Cowboys in New Orleans. We're 4-0. Peace.